How's everyone doing today? I got 3 packages in the mail and they're all Blu-rays. There's a total of 4 Blu-rays right here, and 2 of these packages are from trades from other YouTubers on here, and I'll put their links down below. And as always, if you've seen these movies, definitely let me know what you think of them. The first one is from Ryan David Rogers. He already showed the video of what I sent him. He got the package already. I sent him Alien Opponent, which is a cheese fest of a movie, but it's a lot of fun. It's a sci-fi action movie with a lot of comedic moments in it. It's got Jeremy London, it's got Roddy Piper in it. It's just a lot of fun. And he sent me It's a Mad, Mad, Mad World, and this is just a classic. It's a great comedy movie where they're trying to find this this large sum of money that's hidden, and they're all trying to find it, and they're driving across the state to try to find it. And it starts out where there's a group of different people in different cars, and they see somebody trying to fly by them on the highway, and that person ends up going off a cliff, and they all go to see, if he's all right. And it's this older guy tells them, there's a whole bunch of money, hidden, you gotta dig it up, and he gives them a clue where it is. And they're all like, oh, he's probably just talking nonsense because he's messed up from the accident. And the guy ends up passing away, and they're all thinking about it, and they all they're like, oh, it's nothing. And then they all suddenly try to go and find it, and try to race each other, and try to kind of sabotage one another as well. And they a couple of them tell different strangers to try to help them as well, because their cars break down or whatever happens, and it's just a big mad rush to get there. And I believe they did a remake of this as well. I think it was called The Rat Race, maybe, kind of like the similar theme. But this is just a fun movie, and the big thing about this one is the cast. So many great people in this one. There's so many great cameos as well. You even have Three Stooges and Jerry Lewis, just tons of people in here. Let's see who's in here. Ethel Merman, Buddy Hackett, Mickey Rooney, Jonathan Winters, and Spencer Tracy, Milton Berle, just tons and tons of different people in here. Buster Keaton, Don Knotts, Peter Falk, just so many people in here. Carl Reiner. I mean, it goes on and on and on. So many different people in here. Jimmy Durante's in here. Great cast. For that time, seeing so many people in just this one movie like this, definitely a classic. So thank you so much, Ryan. Ryan David Rogers. He was part of the Aficionados 2010, but he decided to branch off and do his own channel. He's a very nice guy, does DVD, Blu-ray updates, things like that, movie reviews. So link will be down below. Check out his channel. And next up, I did a trade with my friend Tim on here. His channel name is TJ81287, something like that. It's TJ and a bunch of different numbers. His name's Tim. He's a really nice guy. So I'll put a link down to his channel right there so you can check him out. He's a nice guy. I've gotten to know him. He's in my fantasy football league on here as well, which I do every season with different YouTubers and stuff like that. Very nice guy. I talked to him a bunch on Facebook and stuff like that as well. And we decided to do a trade, and he sent me 2 movies. One which I hadn't seen, which I'll show you that first, and that's The Darkest Hour. And I've heard mostly negative reviews for this, but I kind of love those kind of like alien invasion, apocalyptic kind of theme movies. Kind of doomsday, even the post-apocalyptic kind of feel afterwards too. I love those kind of themes, movies, and like I said, I haven't seen it before. Nice slip cover right there as well. And stars Emile Hirsch and Joel Kinnaman, I believe his name is. He was in the TV show The Killing, which is a remake from, I believe, a Dutch TV show. And I love this American take on it. I haven't seen the original one, but this American one really surprised me. Really interesting and intriguing, and he plays a great role in that. And he's in here, and he plays a very dislikable character, but he does it so well. It's just when you just hate that character so much. And when a character in a movie does that, people say, oh, I don't like him. Well, that's the whole point, and he does that so well. But Emile Hirsch is in here as well. I love him as an actor, and this was just to me, it kind of reminded me a lot of Vanishing on 7th Street, but kind of a reverse. This one, it's all about the light. In the Vanishing on 7th Street, there's all about the shadows. You can't be touched by the shadows. Here, you can't be touched by the light. I don't want to give too much away, but they're over in Russia, and it's a group of 2 friends, and then they meet up with these 2 girls, and all of a sudden, they're in this club, and all of a sudden all these things start, happening. These things start falling from the sky, and they go out to see what it is, and apparently there are these aliens in like this hidden kind of light kind of thing, and if you get touched by them, you die, essentially. You just like evaporate. And like I said, I heard mostly negative reviews for it, but I ended up actually really enjoying it. It's not perfect by any means, but I just like these types of movies. I'm a sucker for any kind of like sci-fi kind of movies, and I thought it was pretty decent, honestly. If you like Vanishing on 7th Street, I would recommend checking this one out as well. Give it a fair chance. And I did see the short film on here, The Survivors, which I thought was really cool. I wish they would have added that into the movie as well. Kind of gives you more of a look at the creatures, and you show different people, different survivors all across the world, and like how they're trying to work together to defeat the aliens. And I really like that aspect. I wish they would have put that more in the movie. I think I think that would have made it a much better movie as a whole, but I mean, I still enjoyed it, but that would have definitely added a little bit more to it. So definitely check out that short as well if you get the chance to. And next up, he sent me The Grey with Liam Neeson. I absolutely love this movie. By far my favorite movie of 2012 so far anyways. But I'm a sucker for movies set in the snow, so right there I was into it. And then it's just a really good survival movie. Probably one of the best survival movies I've seen in a long time, since Frozen. Frozen and The Grey have been two of my favorite survival movies of, I don't know, at least probably the past decade, I'd say. I heard a lot of people complain that they didn't like the ending, but you don't need everything spoon-fed to you. You don't need everything to give you exact information, give you, oh, what's going to happen? Did he survive? Did he not survive? I kind of like that. It kind of, leaves you thinking, and you kind of the audience makes up their own mind about that. And there's a quick scene, just a quick couple second scene after some of the credits roll as well, so you got to watch out for that. But basically, it's about these group of guys. They're working, I believe it was in the Arctic, in the Alaskan wilderness, and they're in the plane. The plane crashes, and they got to survive. It's all snowy, and some people have died. But all of a sudden, there's these pack of wolves, and they're attacking them, and they have to fight the wolves off, and they try to walk through the woods and get away from the wolves, and one by one they start getting killed off, and it's just like I said, it's a fight for survival, and it's beautiful, and it's just a great survival movie in my opinion. Definitely my favorite movie of 2012. Absolutely love it. And this is the Blu-ray DVD digital copy combo pack. Has a nice slipcover as well. So very cool. Thank you for that. Like I said, I was holding off on buying that one only because, lately I've been trying to get ones, Blu-rays when they go down in price, and I haven't seen this go down in price yet, so I was just waiting for it. I'm trying to be more thrifty with my spending. But love this movie. So happy to have it. Thank you so much for doing that trade. I sent him a couple Blu-rays as well, and I hope you enjoy them. And next up, I got this from eBay. It's the Exorcist Extended Director's Cut and Original Theatrical Version Digibook on Blu-ray. And I actually already have this, so I might do a trade for this Digibook. This one's actually a little bit banged up on the corners and stuff like that, but that's fine. The reason that I got this, though, you're saying, well, you already have it. Why'd you get it? Well, I'll tell you why. Because it's signed. And normally I don't get stuff signed on eBay, but I got this one. First of all, my name's Jay, but it's short for Jason. I don't really like to be called Jason, but this one's signed to Jason. So I figure, it's rare to find something like that that's signed to, your actual name. I would prefer Jay, but, it was signed to somebody else, and, there you go. So I think that's kind of cool. Usually, if I see something that's personalized and signed, I'm not into that. I'm not going to get it if it's signed to somebody else. If it's signed to, like, Ted, and no thanks, Ted. You keep that. But, I thought it was kind of neat, what are the odds, essentially? So, and it's signed by Linda Blair. It says, Sweet Dreams, so I thought that was pretty cool. So I decided to pick that one up. I might, like I said, I'm probably going to do, if anybody wants to trade for the Exorcist Digibook Blu-ray, let me know. I have another one that's in much better condition, actually, I believe, than this one is. But, I got this one just for the signature, but there's no reason to keep two of them, really. So there you go. There's my Blu-ray mail day. It's a mad, mad, mad world. Absolutely love this one. Comedic classic right there. Great cast. And then The Darkest Hour, I'd say give it a chance if you're into sci-fi movies, or if you like the movie Vanishing on 7th Street. It's not perfect by any means, but I still found it to be pretty enjoyable. I like the whole, alien invasion kind of apocalyptic kind of thing. Even afterwards, I had that kind of post-apocalyptic feel to it, and I'm into that. And I like some of the actors in there as well. And then The Grey, great survival movie, my favorite movie of 2012 thus far. Absolutely love this one. And then The Exorcist, Blu-ray Digibook, signed by Linda Blair, to Jason, to me. Well, not to me specifically, but to another Jason out there in the world. I don't know what hard times you were going through, but you had to get rid of this. I am thankful. It's now in a happy home that will be cherished. I do appreciate that. But there you go. If you've seen any of these movies, definitely let me know what you think of them. Leave me a comment or video response down below. Hope everyone's doing well. Take care.